2nd, 2013, approximately 3:49 a.m., the Rock Hill Fire Department responded to 862 South York Avenue, reference to a structure fire. A total of 5 engine companies and both ladder companies were dispatched, leaving only 1 engine company in service to handle any emergencies within the city limits of Rock Hill. Approximately 34 fire department personnel responded, putting their lives on the line fighting this fire. Approximately 30 gallons of water was used for fire suppression efforts. A total of 110 fire department man-hours were needed for the suppression of the fire and for the origin and cause investigation. 862 South York Avenue was a 12-unit apartment building. 12 families' lives were put in jeopardy that morning. This fire forced 3 people, including a 7-month pregnant woman and an 8-year-old child, to jump from the 2nd floor apartment to safety. A total of 24 residents were displaced because of this fire. 1 patient that I know of was transported to PMC by EMS for smoke inhalation. And speaking with Darlene Smith, who is the property manager for Oak Hollow Apartments, she reports of a total of $33,000 in lost revenue, which is approximately $3,000 a month in rent that's not being collected until the renovations are complete. According to Ms. Darlene Smith, the total cost of renovation is $650,000, with the owners out of pocket between $85,000 and $100,000. The property owner's out of pocket is due to deductibles and code upgrades. For an example, a sprinkler system installation that is not covered by the insurance company. Renovations are still in progress, and Ms. Darlene Smith reports that she hopes the renovation should be completed by the end of this month and early in August.
Your Honor, the morning that this occurred, I just wanted to emphasize a few things, that we were extraordinarily lucky that we did not have a loss of life with this incident. Again, we were lucky in that the fire initially started about 3:50 in the morning. Almost every single person in that building was asleep. Another way we were extremely lucky is most police officers don't scan the fire department channel. Officer Vandermolen just happened to be that morning and heard it go out. Because of that, 4 police officers were on scene before the fire department was, and they were able to get people out of the building. Every single officer in their statements agreed. They had different actions and they did different things to get people out. They all agreed that people were screaming for help. There were officers having to use flashlights to get people downstairs through the smoke, and there were officers having to catch people jumping from the 2nd story. I think what really should be emphasized is the fact that while Ms. Johnson may have had personal problems in the past, she also does have a violent past. The main reason that she was having issues with Mr. Franklin is because he had been with another woman. They were being evicted. He was going to leave her. He said he was going to leave her and that she knew it. In the past, the unlawful burning that she was found guilty of in city court was a boyfriend who was leaving her. She took all his clothes out in the yard and set them on fire. This was merely an escalation where she actually set the boyfriend on fire. He had been drinking that night. He was in the bed asleep. He woke up from the pain, and he told me that when he woke up, she was standing over him looking at him.
To me, this case was much more about victim cooperation than the danger that Ms. Johnson blindly placed multiple individuals in that night. She had absolutely no concern for any human life in that building or any human life that had to come to that building to risk their lives to save those people. I believe that her past history of the burning has escalated to this, and that she is a danger, and that a significant sentence is appropriate in this